What do your results mean for HR policy or the practice of HR?
Yeah, well, we're working a lot with practitioners, human resource practitioners, sometimes occupational health and safety practitioners. And there's a lot of interest in the topic of work design because, legislation, the law says that we should not cause harm to employers, should not cause harm to workers. And actually, if they've got badly designed work, that does cause harm. So good work design is really, really important now from a legal perspective, as well as a moral and a performance perspective and so on. So, but one of the things that we find when we're working with practitioners is if you look at the sort of existing literature on work design, as I mentioned, there have been more than 100 years of research. There have been more than, if you count them, there's probably 35 different aspects of work design that have been measured and shown to be important. And that can be pretty overwhelming for a practitioner. It's like, oh, where do I start? Which are the most important ones? So we find that this model of these 5 higher order categories or big themes is just really helpful to make sense of that complexity. The paper is called Seeing the Wood for the Trees, and I think that's a nice sort of metaphor. It really just helps focus on, well, if you've got limited space and you want to diagnose your work situation, you want to find out why people are leaving or quitting or why people are burnt out, you've got a sort of fairly simple model that you can apply to find out what are the critical work design issues. So we find that it just really helps simplify complexity. And that's important, right? Because people, human resource practitioners, they've got so many things they've got to be thinking about. It can really help to have an evidence-based way to make sense of complexity. Out there is a website that we've created, and there is lots of practical guidance and things freely available to practitioners on there if that's of interest.